I would like to start by saying that the stray dog issue has never been a partisan issue in Turkey, and Turkish people are actually known for their love and care for street animals, which includes millions of cats and dogs that can be seen around the streets. The Turkish parliament has passed a legislation that will allow authorities to round up stray dogs, and the legislation has created actually lots of resentment among political parties and the public and the civil society. The law that was approved in the last session of the Turkish parliament before the summer break orders municipalities in various Turkish cities to capture the estimated 4 million stray dogs and place them in shelters where the animal will be sterilized. The law requires all the municipalities to spend at least 0.3% of their annual budget on animal rehabilitation services and building up and upgrading shelters. And they will be given until 2028 to do so. Pictures of the dog will be then uploaded on the website of the municipalities for people to be able to adopt them. But let me say that one of the most controversial points of the law, which has faced strong criticism, concerns the euthanasia of terminally ill dogs, those posing a public health risk, or dogs that are too aggressive to be controlled.
Yeah, that is interesting. But also part of this law is punishment, even jailing of local officials who do not carry out this law. Now that seems almost political in motivation.
Yeah, absolutely. This might seem like an issue which only relates to stray dogs, but it's actually not, because following the latest local election in which the opposition parties won the majority of the cities in Turkey, actually 36 out of 81, the government led by the President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has been trying to increase pressure on the mayors that are now ruling in the cities as opposition parties. And the law says that if mayors are not able to fulfill their responsibility, could face jail up to 2 years. Well, now I do not foresee this to happen in a short while, in a short amount of time, also because Özgür Özel, the leader of the main opposition party, has said that will bring this law to the Constitutional Court to be declared unconstitutional. So yes, there is definitely a political will behind this law, but I do not foresee that to happen anytime soon.
Yeah, so you say anytime soon, but could we see in a number of years when there's another Turkish election due that some of these mayors could be rounded up and thrown in jail because they haven't taken care of the stray dog problem?
Yes, definitely. That is something that doesn't just relate to the issue of the stray dogs, but we can generalize it a bit more, and it relates to the reduced space for political expression that is given to the opposition. And this is a process that has been going on over the last 20 years under the rule of Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
Yeah. You know, let's come back to the animals, because I know, you know, for many people that provokes a very strong response, the notion that dogs could be euthanized, they could be, I mean, some animal advocates are saying this could be just a massacre of animals. What sort of assurances are people getting that the dogs will be cared for as much as possible?
Well, it's very interesting because, as usual, the Turkish civil society has given a very strong answer to the bill that was passed by the parliament, and there are a lot of initiatives that are taking place. There were rumors about this law like over the last 3 weeks, and we've been seeing a lot of protests in the main cities in Turkey, and people are now trying to sort of raise awareness and start campaigns for Turkish citizens to adopt dogs, but only they're calling for international people that are dog lovers and are like in favor of the rights of the animals to adopt them. So there is definitely a movement to do so. And moreover, the opposition has said that they will do their best not to implement this law, of course, facing risk, as we were saying before.
Yeah, really an interesting one. Riccardo, thank you for joining us and telling us all about that.
Thank you for having me.